my love. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tim, and on this channel, I talk about social issues as it affects human beings generally, and especially as it affects we Nigerians. Okay, I am so excited to be welcoming the newest members of this family. Okay, I'm talking about our new subscribers. Thank you very much for clicking that button when you did. Thank you for encouraging me to make more videos for us here on on this channel. Thank you very much, and this is for you. Okay, and to my old family members, thank you for coming back to watch this video. Thank you for encouraging me. All right. Okay, so like we know and like we do here, we talk about social issues, and today I want to talk about a certain aspect of the double standard. I mean, as human beings, as Africans, as Nigerians, we've got double standards in almost every facet of our lives. Okay, talk about marriage, talk about, a certain gender can cheat and it's okay because it is their world. I don't know who told them that lie, and a certain gender cannot. Okay. We are not talking about that today. Now, talk about the corporate world. Some people can do, some things and get away with it, but some cannot. Of course, even in families, there's some of your siblings that can do certain things, behave a certain way, and get away with it. But there are some that will not even think about it. If not, they'll be disowned, right? Okay, so today I want to talk about the fact that as human beings, okay, as Nigerians, when we go to the market, we suddenly remember that, oh, we are supposed to be prudent. Oh, we have a budget that we have to stick to. Oh, we do this, oh, we do that. So you go to the market and you want to buy pepper. And the market woman says, oh, this one is 100 naira. You know, how they divide it. This one's are 200 naira. These ones are, maybe 500. And then you look at it and look and look and look. And then you're like, sell this one is 200. These three places for me for 500. Sometimes some people will price 400. And it's just like, no, pepper is very expensive. Transportation, this, that, which most of the times is the truth. Okay. Because considering where they have to bring it from, depending on where you are, I mean, if you're in Lagos and maybe, Abuja and some other states, it's not that they don't farm in those areas, but there are just certain things that they cannot produce enough to take care of the number of people living in that area. And you know that for them to be able to have much supply, they have to bring it from far distance. So these people, as much as they bring it from the farm, they pay transportation. They have to feed. Their entire existence sometimes depends on this. But when you go to the supermarkets, you will comfortably buy the same product, in fact, less quantity, four times three or sometimes times five of the price. And you go back home and sleep well at night. How do you do it? So, really, I'd like to know, how do you do it? Because every day on this app, we preach kindness, we preach love, we preach understanding. Guy, when you go to the market, you don't want to be understanding. When you're at the supermarket, you're at the superstore, you're at the mall, so you just pick, and that's it. But when you go to the market, that's when you remember that there is something called pricing, and you go there and you be overpricing things. I personally think overpricing things should be a criminal offense because sometimes, most times, that you're actually overpricing that thing. You know that how is it possible that somebody come and sell this basket of tomato for you for 50 naira? But no, you're not saying anything. But when you go to supermarket, they'll sell three for you for 1,000 and you will buy because it's a supermarket. I mean, they rented a store. They put lights, they did what they did, the place is tiled and all of that. I get it, all of that's about branding or packaging, as some people would call it. I get it, it's totally okay. I just want to remind us, to always be considerate, understanding, kind, when you want to overprice things from these market sellers, the people hawking things on the street as well. Because sometimes when they succumb to your pricing, they succumb to whatever price you give them, they agree to it because if they take this thing back home and it goes bad, they're going to lose everything. So they would rather sell to you at a loss knowing that, oh, in their mind, let me just get my capital. Tomorrow we go again. But this is you that buying designers for a ridiculous amount of money that is not just worth it. You buy hair for a ridiculous amount of money that is not worth it. But when you go to the market, you remember that, oh, I have to be prudent. After all, they brought this thing from the farm. All right, there's something called pricing. And when you want to do it, you overdo it. Have the fear of God. No, really, have the fear of God when you are it. That's all I can say. I'm not saying you shouldn't price. I mean, it's your money. We all have budget and all that. And of course, there is also those people in the market that will extort you if you're not careful. You know, especially those men, those boys from a certain tribe in Nigeria selling okay, okay, everything okay. Yeah, you want to be careful with those ones. If you can, you can try pricing, but I know that you cannot overprice with those ones. Those ones they have standard, they have a limit. Once they say is this and you're not buying, just be going. But you see those okra sellers, pepper, crayfish, vegetable sellers, those ones that are selling perishables, they have time because to them time is of the essence. Their product cannot stay, more than a certain period of time. If not, it will go bad and they'll lose. And me, somebody like me, if I'm going to the market and I want to eat okra, the fresher the better. In fact, sometimes I go to the market, I don't want to eat okra and I see it very fresh because I love it. I'm going to buy it. But if I come and it's looking all dead and gone, I can't buy, I won't buy. So yeah, and I'm sure that it affects them. I'm sure that it's not just me that is like that. There are people who won't buy vegetable if it's not fresh. Do you get? So they will consider those things that if I don't sell it now that it's fresh, I'm going to end up losing my capital. So they'll succumb to your, agree to whatever price that you're giving them. But when I- I'm just saying that we can be more considerate, more understanding, kinder when we're pricing these things in the market. Do you get? It's okay to want to save money. It's okay to, not want to spend above your budget. It's totally fine. But just know when not to overprice, know when to understand because right now things are really, really expensive and everybody's feeling it. The market sellers are feeling it even more. We that are buying, you don't want you don't want to go there. You don't want me to start just intentionally go to the market to take advantage of this sellers. Okay, for instance, a few days back, I wanted to buy coconuts, this fresh coconuts that they bring to sell, they push it in wheelbarrows around. So there is a certain place that if you go, you meet a few number of people selling coconut. So I went there. I mean, we all know that coconut is a natural thing. It just grows and you don't know, most times you don't know what's going on inside. But of course, because this is what these people do, so some of them can tell you that, for instance, me, I like it very tender with a lot of water, sweet water. They can shake it and know which one is going to come out tender with a lot of water. They can shake it and then they will tell you that this one is a bit stronger and maybe the water won't be it won't be much. Okay. Okay, so I got there, told this woman what I wanted, and a girl came and she also, after I bought, I wanted to buy two. So after I bought, they finished cutting the first one for me. They now cut for her. It turned out that the one she picked didn't have much water, and she said she didn't want the body. It didn't have much water. She just threw the thing away and didn't pay and walked away. After drinking the water, she didn't pay, and that thing was even, I think, 150 naira. She said she cannot pay, there is not much water. I get it that she was disappointed. She was probably dehydrated and she really needed the water. But how about the fact that these women, like the woman was saying that they counted it for, is it 150? Something that they used to buy for 50 naira, 100 naira, and then they'll be able to sell. But that particular day, according to her, they counted it for 150. That girl drank that thing, threw it at the woman, and walked away. I felt really bad. I have been in that situation before. The most I would do is, frown, complain, but I'll pay because they buy these things to sell. And again, coconut is a natural thing that just grows, and nobody really knows what goes in there, what's happening there. Sometimes I'm always amazed when they tell me, oh, this one will give you what you want, and then they open it and it comes out well. Well, I think that's due to the fact that they've been doing it for a long time and they know. But it's just I just felt like there is no way that woman would have known that, oh, this one won't like be 100% sure that this one won't have as much water. Do you understand? So I just feel like, we should be a lot more kind to these people that are hawking things by the street, these market sellers, this market, people that just bring fresh things from either the market, from either their farms to come and sell. Because most of us feel like they're trying to steal from us, which in fact they are not. But those people in the supermarket, those vendors that are selling overpriced hairs, overpriced clothes that won't even cover your body properly, overpriced designers, you will save for years to go and buy designers that you probably do not need. But then you go to the market and see somebody who is honestly trying to make a living, and sometimes their profit is really small, and then you treat them like, like they're not humans. You treat them in a way that if they were acting that way towards you, you'll be very unhappy. It doesn't make any sense, really. It doesn't make any sense. We can be kinder. We should actually be kinder to this market women. We should be kinder to the people hawking things on the street. Let it not be because, you used to buy it cheaper then, you think it should continue to be cheap now. Right now in Nigeria, everybody is feeling the inflation, in prices, the bad economy. It is everywhere. Okay? So be kinder, be more understanding, be more loving. Sometimes imagine yourself in their position. Okay? All right, so yeah. Today, I just wanted to talk to us about this and, of course, remind us that we get to be human everywhere and anywhere and in everything we do. Just treat the other person the way you would want to be treated. Okay? Don't have a place where you behave well or act appropriately, and then when you get to the other person, or when it has to do with another or this other group of people, you think you can treat them anyhow and get away with it. It is not fair. Really, it's not fair. What goes around comes around. And I'm sure you won't want to be in their position someday. So yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe, like, share, tell your friends about this channel, and most importantly, leave your comments. I mean, that's not the most important. Your subscription is the most important, but yeah, leave your comments under this video. Let me know what you think. Okay, let me know if you agree, if you disagree. It's totally fine. You don't have to agree with me, but yeah, I like to hear what you think. Okay, yeah. Bye bye.